John 8:44, King James Version. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the father of it. Satan is a liar. He has always been a liar, and he will forever be a liar. There is nothing Satan will not say to make people fall into his traps. There is nothing Satan will not do to capture people and make them commit these sins. There is no incident of the devil reading someone's mind in the Bible. The only person in the Bible who we can see doing that is God. God alone is omniscient. However, we do see in the Bible Satan can place ideas and thoughts into your mind, and he can also speak to people directly and try to lure them in the wrong direction. The Bible is very clear about this. Let's analyze a situation when he approaches someone. He will not tell you what to do without adding the pleasure that you are likely to get from what he told you to do. If you look at the way he deceived Eve in the beginning, you will see that Satan has never been an amateur when it comes to deceit. Satan had to open the eyes of Eve to the pleasures from, or the gain of, eating the fruit. But he conveniently left out the negative drawbacks of eating the fruit. Genesis 3:4 and 5, King James Version. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. He made sure Eve knew what she would gain if she just ate from the tree. And this is what he does. He only tells you what you will gain from the situation, and never what the situation will take from you. Eve fell for it, and then sin came through. Satan knows how to make you fall into sexual sin. Satan knows what to do to make you fall into that sin. Satan will come to you and let you know the possible pleasure that you will be getting from the sin. He has planted that thought in your heart, and if you don't know how to fight it with the Word of God, just like Jesus did when he was tempted, you will fall. Satan will come and plant that thought. If it grows in your heart, you will fall into it. You will think you are gaining. You will think you are enjoying every aspect of it. Satan is leading you on a path that leads to destruction. Many people are walking this path. They have been deceived by the devil. Jesus said there is no truth in him. It would be an irony to hear the devil speak the truth. If you search him deeply, there is nothing called truth in him. The nature of the devil is deceit, and he will continue to use it on human beings. Have you been deceived by the devil into committing sin? Are you thinking you are enjoying the sin? What you don't know is that the devil is taking away from your life. There are people, many youths, who are boasting about the number of people they committed fornication with. They have turned fornication into a sport. People are doing it because they feel it is fun. They are taking fornication to be a way of enjoying themselves. People are giving out themselves to the devil. They are selling out their lives to the devil. Just as you are enjoying it, the devil is also enjoying taking your life from you. 1 Peter 5:8 and 9, King James Version. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. Will you allow the devil to kill you? Will you give him the chance to destroy your life? Satan is not flirting with you. He is not here to joke with you. He is here to do three things according to the Bible. John 10:10. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. He will tell you about the pleasures, but will never let you think of the destruction attached to them. When you commit sexual immorality, remember that the devil is taking from you. I firmly believe that we have reached the generation spoken about in 2 Timothy chapter 3. We have reached generation of those who are lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. Pleasure seeking will never satisfy you. Sexual sin is not only common in the world, but it is common in churches too. It is being practiced in the church. Pastors are falling into it. Church members are falling into it. People are falling into this sin, and it is like no one is running from this sin anymore. They have taken this sin on air. They are broadcasting it. They are selling this sin to the people now. The world is saturated with this sin. Why? Because Satan is deceiving them with pleasure. People are giving out their lives to the devil because of a few minutes of pleasure. Destinies are being destroyed because of a few minutes of pleasure. If you are a child of God, the last thing you want to be is a pleasure seeker. Let us not lie. Let us not lie for one moment. The truth is, sin can give you a great deal of pleasure. People don't commit sin because it hurts them. People don't commit adultery because it hurts them. No, they do it for the pleasure, the thrill, the release and enjoyment of adultery. People don't fornicate because it hurts them. No, they do it for the pleasure, the thrill. They do it for the release and the enjoyment of fornication. And the pleasure is all the enemy, the devil, will want you to focus on. He will want you to focus on the 15 minutes of pleasure, but not the destruction that comes along with that sin. Proverbs 6:32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. Oh my, what a warning. The Bible literally says that you destroy your very own soul when you commit adultery. And I have seen what adultery does to a person. I know of a pastor who was mightily used by God, and for years he had wonderful ministry. But at one point, he began to commit adultery with the church members. It was as if once he started, he could not stop. He would steal other men's wives. After he started committing this sin, he was a shell of a man he used to be. It was literally as if the process of the destruction of his soul had begun to happen. Every time I saw him, another piece of him was taken away. And now he is no longer even in the ministry. The fact that the world is doing it, the fact people in the church are committing it, doesn't mean God is okay with it. It is a deadly sin, and you must run from it. It is a sin that sells you to the devil.